Boys and girls, we're back working on the E46 today, and I've got some pretty special stuff to show you.
Now, believe it or not, my E46 hasn't always looked like this. Back when we first picked it up, it was in pretty mint condition, bar a few oil leaks, of course. However, for me, that just wasn't enough. Hence, we stripped the car back to a bare shell, and the rest is history.
So laid out in front of me here is a bunch of parts that we're going to be installing into the car today. And of course, we have a monster to get us through the day. But first things first, we're going to start with the weather strippers. Basically, I've just spent the last 20 minutes or so scraping, I don't know if you can see this, but all of the old adhesive off from inside of here. It's basically just cement at this point. But plan is I've got some Gorilla Glue and we're just going to apply a thin layer of that to the inside of this weather stripping and press it into place, and hopefully that does the job. Now this could go very wrong, so I've taken some precautions. I've removed both of our A pillars and our B pillar. But let's get to laying down some glue.
So in order to get the best bond possible, I applied a layer of glue to both the felt on the table here and of course whatever's remaining of the weather stripping inside the car. But before we could make these together, it's suggested on the tin that we leave this to dry for 15 minutes. So in the meantime, let's get to work on our dash.
Now as you can see here, we've got a bunch of holes for things like vents, etc, etc. So I'm going to go around now, plugging everything like this into place, getting it all screwed down, and hopefully this starts taking shape pretty soon. Now the only hard part about this is going to be this. Now I don't know where any of these screws, nuts, bolts, anything like that goes, so wish me luck.
So to kick this off, the first thing that we put into place was our passenger side airbag. This just bolted into place, and after a little slap of the cover, we had it sitting perfect. Next up were our vents. The corner ones just slid into place like so and were held in by a couple of screws. However, the center vent was a little bit more complicated. It has this green wire which you have to attach to a little mechanism which controls the temperature, I think. But once that cable was in, the vent just popped into place and is held in once again by two little screws. Now this light control panel was a nightmare. It took me a solid 20 minutes to get the electrical connections mounted into place. But of course we didn't give up, and of course got it done. And last but not least came our steering wheel control panel. This just slid into place and was held down by 4 bolts.
Now I'm not even joking, this has taken me all day. It's already getting dark, this is crazy. But all of the dash pretty much is now installed. Just got to put the glove box on down there. I'll do that in a minute. But I just wanted to mention this point. I need to take like so much off of this to get this to fit. But that's kind of annoying because another mod that I was going to do today was fit this carbon fiber ashtray cover, right? Might be a little bit of a waste of money, but I thought it would look quite cool. So I've come to the conclusion that this needs to be cut, as I've seen online. So the plan is give it a little cut, put it in the car, mock it up again, give it another cut, put it in the car, mock it up, basically until it's near enough perfect. But let me get to chopping. I've only gone and nailed it. Look at this. I didn't think about this, but look, you're going to put the ashtray cover on. You can't even see the cut. And then here, what I'm thinking is when I make the shifter surround for this, I'll just make it that shape and then boom. You'll never even know. Now that is some serious wizardry from myself. I am actually quite gassed with that. Right boys, welcome to night filming, because we only have 2 days a week to work on this car. So right now, we are going to install a nice bit of carbon fiber. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we have this piece of carbon here, which is actually an ashtray cover. I've already disassembled the ashtray, taken the old cover off and the piece of metal, but basically I've got to stick this on here. So I'm going to use that same stuff I used earlier, give this a nice coat and then make them together, and then that should be good.
So of course, just like our weather stripping, we applied a layer of glue to both mounting surfaces. And whilst we left the glue to set, I moved on to applying some glue to the bottom half of our weather stripping. Now I did forget to film the install of the top half, but as you can see, there's a bit of duct tape holding everything in place.
So whilst we're waiting for both of them to dry, I found something else that we can install. Now in the previous video, you might remember that I ran out of harness guides. So I've gone ahead and ordered another set. So let's quickly install these, and then hopefully at least that should have dried by then.
Now excuse this awful camera angle and the fact that it's pitch black, but besides that, it was a pretty simple task. I just had to slide the guides into place, wrap a cable tie around them, and of course tighten it down.
Both sides are now on. I do need to chop the ends of the cable ties off, but I'll leave that for tomorrow when it's a little bit lighter, as I can't really see a thing right now, bar a gigantic LED light. So moving back outside the car, it looks like this is now dried.
So without further ado, we mounted the carbon cover onto the base and finally slid that little bit of metal into the gap like so.
You just got to let that dry and bond. I think that's going to look sick. Morning. It is the following day now, so let's check out how all of our glue work is holding up. So it appears we have some good news and some bad news. So the good news is our ashtray cover is perfectly sealed down, not coming apart at all. So we can go ahead and install that in just a minute. However, bad news. That has not worked at all. And another thing, right, that I've just realised. Let me quickly show you. So I knew that there was also a bit that went here, right? Lays down this side of the door. However, I thought I still had it. Wrong. I threw it away. So I was looking online thinking, oh, surely you can just order this bit separately. No. you have to order the entire weather stripping, and guess how much it is? £500. Are you joking? So it appears that I'm going to have to order that. I don't really have much other choice. I can't fabricate my own, so bit of an L. But let's look on the bright side and let's install this carbon ashtray cover and just see how it looks. Also, side note, I did go ahead and install our Sony head unit. Very nice. Came in the car when I actually bought this. Proper nice bit of kit. Has a USB port, Bluetooth, all that good stuff. So a bit of an upgrade over standard. I would not want an Apple CarPlay unit in an E46. I feel like it would look a bit out of place.
To get the cover seated correctly, you have to slide these 2 plastic tabs into a tiny gap. But of course, no task is too big for us, so we made it work.
So here we have it, boys. What's the verdict? Look, completely covers up, well, obviously what it can of the Coolerworks cut that we had to make. Now this tray here, right? Look at the state of it. It's like someone's been at it with a shank. Like, I don't really understand how it's looking like that. So I've gone ahead and ordered a brand new one, which hopefully looks better than that. That's ruining our aesthetic. Now with the dash trim, I found some online that I'm going to buy, along with a bunch of other carbon fibre pieces for this sort of centre section. And also some bits for the door cards, which will look ace. But that's that for the meantime. I'm going to go ahead and get this Coolerworks shifter bolted down. It's a bit of a tricky process, so I'm not going to show it to you on camera, as I'd have to have a camera below, a camera above. It's just a bit of a faff. Okay, so the shifter is now fully bolted in. That was a bit of a pain, trying to bolt it in from 2 sides on your own. It's a bit of a nightmare, but look, in the car, obviously it's not attached to anything, so we don't have clear gear shifts just yet, because there's no gearbox, but this is going to be sick. I just can't wait. I'm just too gassed for this car. But yeah, I forgot to mention, I also had to take that out real quick just to make sure that was all seated properly. So 3, 2, 1, and there we have it. So I'm not going to put in this piece here, as it's a massive hassle to get out, as I've just found out. So I'm going to wait for the new one to come, and I'll just show you, I don't know, some point.
But ladies and gents, what do we think of this? Carbon Coolerworks shifter, the carbon ashtray. I honestly cannot wait to see this interior come together.
Another thing I did want to mention, boys, is these carbon fibre sills. Now these go along the door sill, like so. However, they get glued down onto the clips and a bit of the weather stripping. So, see, with this weather stripping's also failing a little bit. However, nowhere near as bad as the other one, you know. It's mostly in place. And I'm not spending £1,000 on a set of these two, so I'll probably try and just stick this back up a little bit, as it's pretty much already there. But I'm not going to fit those seals just yet, because there's no point in doing one side, not the other. Plus all the carpet needs to be bolted down. I've got a few bits of wiring to do, so there's no point in gluing them down, as they'll just have to come back off again. But what we can quickly do is quickly snip the ends of these cable ties off of our harness guides that I did last night. You can actually see it now.
Now don't judge my cutting technique here. Yes, I'm using an angle grinder. To be completely honest, I just grabbed whatever was closest to me.
But here you have it, lads. Both of the harness guides are now perfect. No more cable ties hanging about. You see the tail of the harness there? I was rolling that up, got it all nice. Went to put a cable tie around it. I don't have long enough cable ties, so I've ordered them. But unfortunately, I am going to have to call it a day there, as I am currently 2 hours late for a family event. Hopefully they aren't too mad, but we're dedicated to the cause. We're so close to finishing this interior now. It's literally just tying up all the little bits and pieces. It's just annoying, because you do one thing and then you've got to take it out, and then you put another thing in, and then you've got to take it out again. So now it's really about just making sure everything is finalised, making sure I have everything that I need, so I can just bolt everything down and just be done with it. It's part of the process of building a car like this. You don't really know what order to do things, so it's a bit of a nightmare. Also, another thing, I should have the engine parts back either this week or next week, so make sure you're subscribed, because you definitely don't want to miss that. It's going to be insane. But anyways, that's all from me, boys. Appreciate you watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one.